Cuando hablen, güeyes, just hablan con ganas, güey.
Tú hablas con ganas, tú
güey,
ni hablas, güey.
A ver, George,
¿Qué pasó?
¿cómo estás hoy, güey?
Aquí nomás.
Espérate, güey.
Espérate, güey.
Desesperado. Yo soy el papi aquí, güey, ¿eh?
Ey.
¿Te placas?
No hay vatos, güey.
What is going on?
Yo, I'm sick as fuck right now. Yo, welcome to potty number 15.
1-5.
As you can tell, it's a different
setup.
setup.
We're in the studio, bruh.
Yeah, I was telling him because we're doing the whole potty with the phone. We're gonna get mics eventually, but I need to see something from the potty first before I even get the mics. You know what I'm saying? There's potential. There's potential.
It's not just mics, though, bro. There's a lot
There's a
to it.
lot to go.
No, well, it's what the thing that catches the audio from the mics. It's all that,
Computer,
yeah,
it's a lot of work,
It's all
bro.
that, but how you guys been, bro? What's your week? We haven't had a good potty in a minute.
What's up to George?
We haven't even taken a shot, bro.
My boy George.
I'm gonna take my shot.
My boy
Gotta say
Uno.
what's up. Gotta say what's up.
It's been a cool minute since we've done a podcast, so I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate my boy Uno setting up this whole studio. What do you think, George? What do you think about the new
Spent
spot?
5 G's.
Cozy boys.
I like.
Always cozy.
He's doing it already.
Ya te les digo, güey.
No, yo ni entendí lo que estaba.
Es que solo habla español el güey.
Yes. No, yeah.
No
my
way.
bad.
No, do
First
not
thing-
put it like the
Oh.
phone like right here.
Oh,
güey.
okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? Fucked it up.
No, tampoco aquí, güey. Just like if you're,
A ver. I feel like
just like if you're holding it, like if you're holding it.
I feel like ahí está bien, güey. I feel like that's good.
Right there?
Yeah.
Alright, but just make sure that no se la apaga. Anyways, hablen con huevos, güey, como que si le están regañando a la novia.
Pinche pendeja. Ponte a hacer las pinches cosas, güey. ¿Qué estás haciendo todo el día?
Andrew Tate after watching two. Andrew Tate.
After watching it. Primera
Yo,
vez.
there's gonna be a hurricane. Supposedly. So today is like the hurricane. How do you guys feel about that, bro?
What do you think, George?
I take a shot for
I
that.
don't know. I always say see it to believe it, so you gotta see it.
You excited for it?
I'm like whatever.
I feel like
at this
you're-
point, I'm not surprised. I'm not like I don't know. That's life, you know. I mean, they just every day is a blessing. So.
You feel like mad people are tripping out though because in LA,
Yeah.
there's not really much like besides the earthquakes.
and
there's not
I'm
really much
excited for
happening.
the next earthquake too, bro. So
Yo,
Yo.
I'm so excited for the next. What are the next earthquake? Is like the one from 2001.
2012.
Never even happened, bro. But do you think the end of the world is actually?
It's gonna happen, bro. But the way I think about it is that we're not lucky enough to see the end of the world, bro. Like the world's been so long. What are the odds it happens in our lifetime?
it always happens where like
It's not gonna
everything
happen.
is destroyed and then people have to start all over. It always happens, bro. Like whether it's like ice age, by natural disasters, or by our own demises.
But it's not gonna happen in our lifetime, bro.
It might not. I mean,
I
it's
hope
going
not.
on, but
It's
we
not,
at
bro.
certain levels, right? Like we might not. We might pay attention to it. It might be going on, but like in totality, no, I don't.
I feel like the only way the world's gonna end if it's like some nuclear war type. Like
And
That's
going
not
on
the world,
already.
that's a certain type of
a-
section.
Yeah.
No, like-
that's going on already. though.
no, like say we get bombed and then we bomb them and then the whole world can just like. mess
Well,
it up.
supposedly that's what
Going
was
on
gonna happen
already.
with China and Russia. No, like eventually we were gonna do it with like, was it Russia or was it China?
It was Russia. You saw
Korea.
Oppenheimer?
No, it was.
You saw Oppenheimer?
No.
I think it was like 3 hours long.
Why would I watch
bro.
something that like has to like emphasize? It's emphasized on bombings like another
I
country.
forgot. Y'all watched Barbie. My fault.
I didn't even watch that, bro.
I saw Barbie.
I did that.
I saw Barbie, bro. That shit was lit, bro. But
Yeah.
what was it about? What was
It basically was about like
I
how
did
the atomic bomb was built back when we dropped it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty interesting how the scientist that we hired to do it wasn't even from the U.S. He was from Germany, I think.
Uh-huh.
And it just told the whole story after he did it.
Einstein, right?
No, it wasn't Einstein. Einstein was in the movie though. Shout out Einstein.
I just heard he was in the movie.
But basically, he did the bomb for us. We were very happy, and then after we bombed him, we kind of blamed him for everything, even though we hired him to do it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fucked up. Cool movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's 3 hours. But
You recommend it?
it's cool. Like if you're gonna get into it, yeah. But you can't just be. You can't. It's not one of those where you're gonna be paying attention for 30 seconds and then understand it. You gotta watch the whole thing.
The last time I saw a long ass movie like that was Harry Potter, bro. And that shit was 4 hours, bro. 4. All I remember was I was at this, but it was like 2 hours in, 2 hours and a half in. I was like, bro, I gotta get out of here, bro. There was some guy in the front of the movie theater just tweaking like, like, bro,
He
I
was
don't
fiending
never
over
want to see no
Baltimore.
Harry.
Hey, yo, Harry Potter's lit, bro.
I don't never want to see no Harry Potter movie again, bro.
I fuck with Harry Potter heavy, bro. You like Harry Potter?
It's whatever to me. I know people that are very into it, that are close to me, so that's how I know what like kind of goes on. But
Project your voice.
We should also talk about this. We should talk about what happened yesterday, bro.
what are you talking
Remember
about?
we were going, we were at
What
Licking Dip.
part?
Okay, because you know how our party is basically just talking about how what we do and stuff like that too. But there was a situation where you saw a girl that you knew too. But there's different ways in kind of like approaching a girl that you know at the club, that you see at the club, and whatever. So there was like a shawty with like 3 other girls, and she tapped him, and I'm gonna let him like explain after that what happened, and then I'm gonna go on my question.
Not tapped me, but she said, "What's up?"
Yeah, she tapped you. She like reached out to like say
Yeah,
what's
she
up
said.
to you.
She said,
Yeah.
"What's up?"
So what I was basically saying was that because we already have this one thing when we go out, we don't approach no girls, like no girls at all. So
I mean, it depends, you know.
I mean,
Part
I
of,
personally don't.
if you're backstage and then you're like, so
I mean, that's different if the
Different.
shorty's already next to you. But like what I'm saying is that she had tapped you, and you were just like, oh, what, and then later on we were like, damn, bro, you should have probably said something.
Yeah,
You're like, damn,
yeah,
I
for
should have.
sure.
So it's like, how do you feel like in regards to guys should do it? And like, there's a girl
Just go
that,
for it. Also, just pay attention to everything that's going on. Because for me, we were just going out, we're just leaving. So
Yeah.
that was my prime. My focus was on like leaving.
Yeah.
And there's other people around me, and I just don't. I don't like it when people touch me, so I don't want to touch nobody. So I'm just being careful, and just being cautious and
So
polite.
she caught you like off guard when she said what's up?
She did, because I did not even like. She had been doing that for a minute. She had been like trying to say what's up, but I was just, bro, I'm trying to leave, and I'm dealing with other people, and I'm.
But you did want to kind of say what's up to her.
No, of course, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that
It's
says
'cause we're
what's up to
looking
me,
lit.
like, especially the shawty, especially you know what I'm saying, like, she's cool. Like, of course, like, I want to kick it type shit. I would say, but my prime focus was like, so that's all. All I'm saying is that just to be more observant of your surroundings and who's saying what's up. Because I was just, it could have been a minute of like, we were talking about it, like, we could have been like, yo, let's go get some drinks, or
Yeah, because so what I was telling him was that because he's like, oh nah, she gotta say what's up to me. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because I have that same mindset where it's like the girl has to kind of
And
say
she
what's
did,
up to
no,
me.
right? She
But
did.
I told him, I was telling him, I was like, bro, but technically she could have just ignored you and just been like, you know what, like I didn't even see him or I did nothing. So you had to show that initiative of being like, if she already
Also,
reached out, like reached out and touched you,
like
be like
synergy, bro, synergy.
Exactly.
Giving like kind of like just reflecting the same energy that's coming to you.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
But at the time, it's like, yo, just be very observant, and just I'm over here, we're over here like having a good time. We saw other people that were just like. didn't
Oh,
really
we
say
ended
what's
up seeing.
Like, how you
Yeah, we
gonna
ended up seeing.
stare and
I'll
not
tell you
say
who
what's
later,
up,
bro.
though? Like, I said what's up.
Yeah, because
but-
even then I ended up seeing somebody that I kind of don't like. Well, we're not naming names, but I kind of don't fuck with anymore, and like they kind of bumped into me. And I'm not saying they did it on purpose, obviously not, but it just happened to be such a coincidence that it was like right where I'm at,
No,
and you
but
bumped into me,
yeah.
and then they were just like, "Oh, my bad," and they looked at me for like 3 seconds, and I was just like,
Was it a shawty or a guy?
"No,
No, that was
it was a
a guy.
guy."
Oh. For me, bro, like when I ever see people in public, like I don't know if I should say what's up or not. Like I'm like, cause like say it's somebody I'm really really close to. Like if I see one of you guys in public, obviously I'm gonna say what's up.
So, yeah.
But if it's like somebody that we met before, I don't know if you remember me. I barely remember you. Like I don't know if I should say hey what's up. Or, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
But what about if it's like a shawty though?
I still like it's the same thing, bro. I don't even know.
I mean, you don't even talk to no shawties to begin with.
No shawties.
This would be all scared, bro. Like, oh.
Business minded.
Yo, and even then, day trip, bro. You admitted why you didn't even go.
I was busy, bro.
Nah, you admitted why you didn't go. You admitted
Nah,
why
but
you didn't
that's
go.
already, bro.
That's in
Come
the
on,
past.
Nah, we just got. This is the last party that we just dropped. Go watch it. The
Estamos
last
echándole
party.
carrilla.
Es pinche carrilla este, güey. Le vamos a hacer siempre carrilla para siempre, bro. It's just like in that situation, if it was a shorty that I knew or whatever, I would just been like, just show that initiative because she's obviously like reaching out and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's synergy, bro. It's just giving that energy back. They're already saying what's up, like everything. You can say what's up, whatever, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, like in like social dynamic or whatever. It's like, oh, what's the next move?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they learn from my mistakes, you guys. Be more observant.
Yeah, it's because we always
Next
have
time,
that thing.
to the next one. You know,
Until
like,
the next
yeah.
one, bro. Till the next one.
Yeah.
But how was your guys' week, bro? What you guys do? How was your guys' week? How was it like a whole month? We haven't done a party in like a month, bro.
Maybe 2 months, month and a half.
A month and 2 months, almost
Yeah.
2 months. Well, basically 2 months, and we just been mad busy, bro. Hitting the casino.
You've been hitting the casino.
This week I went twice and I lost, bro. It's all good though. Oh, I just came from Vegas too, bro.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
who was that one guy? The one that you said,
John Summit.
John Summit.
That was crazy because we went to Lick and Dip, and then before we were like,
John Summit was there?
no.
Oh.
So, but he supposedly was gonna be there. Whatever. It's just fucking social media
It's
bullshit.
hype.
Whatever hype. Yeah.
John Summit was gonna be there yesterday.
No, but that's why like it's also like a lot of more people have been like going. Like it's been more active, which is also good because they just go through whatever.
It's because he tweeted something, no?
No, yeah, he was like replying and shit.
He
and
tweeted like he wanted to go to like some underground warehouse shit, and then
Yeah,
people were
he's
like,
like,
"Oh,
oh, yeah.
Lick and Dip," but like, bro, Lick and Dip is cool, but it's just over hype now. Like, I feel like people that don't even listen to EDM, like me, I be going to Lick and Dip, bro, and I don't even listen to
It just
EDM.
started
That's literally
popping,
what
though.
everyone's talking about.
It just started like it was popping, but like last
Yeah,
time we
we've been
went,
going for a minute.
not the one we went yesterday. The one before that, bro. The one before that, it looked like a whole festival.
No,
Felt
yeah,
like a
yeah.
festival.
No, so that's what you're saying. So the production is like everything. It accommodates to like just people that like to try out new things or just go to festivals or you know what I'm saying. So like, it's accommodating. It's kind of like even though you might be oblivious to what the
we
genre
went to
might
Lick
be.
and Dip like maybe 3 months ago for the that was my
yeah,
first time.
Yeah, I took you right. Like,
Yeah, George took me, and you went too. It was like very different from the time that we just went like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Huge difference. I feel like they're just building up more hype. Feel like a real festival, like you said.
Which is also, I think it's also good because it might, just new festivals, new music. Like, they, you know how to accommodate,
It's
like
dope, bro. It's dope that LA has this scene going on that is just super popular.
Yeah, and even just festivals like it's not a festival, but Karol G. Karol G is also in LA, bro.
Yeah.
Karol G's and other shorties are going to see Karol G, bro. But
Bro, who's Karol G, bro?
It all creates just traffic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to relate it, how it affects us, I'm trying to go to the gym. It shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes to get to it, but sometimes, it might take 30.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping. It's cool. I know how to deal with the traffic. I know how to drive better than the average person in the city. So, it's cool. I still get there maybe twice as long, but it's worth it, I have all the bops, so,
Yeah.
it's all good. But you notice it, like, to bring it back to the main point, you notice how, like, there's so many events going on because there's something going down right here in Chinatown and State Historic Park. There's another whole ass, like, festival right there, too. So, like, everywhere, bro, it's just going down and it's just active. You notice it. You feel it.
Drake just had a concert. What else? Drake. Who else?
Bro, all of that.
Bro, did you guys hear about that one girl that supposedly smashed Drake and she, like, the girl that,
Ice Spice?
Nah, he's talking more like the podcast shit.
Bobby, something like that. Bobby, whatever. It's like supposedly they did an interview, right? And
she's giving all the details and like this and that.
And supposedly they smashed, and that's why she's getting a divorce.
Who's getting married? She's married?
Like she was married, but it's like okay.
She was young, bro.
So what do you think about what do you think about that situation though, bro? Because like, let's say you have a shorty, right?
She's not smashing Drake, bro. She's not smashing Drake.
Sure.
No, like, I'm not saying, like, she can't, but, like, if she does, bro, like, it's over.
No, yeah, it's over with. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, okay, let's say you have a girl that you're talking to, right? And she does podcasts, and she's like, I'm going to go do a podcast with Drake. And
Shit, I'm going to go, too.
Well, what about if she tells you, like, oh, I don't, like, nah, it'd be better if you don't go.
Yo.
You know what time it is?
You know what time it is, bro? What if she tells you, like, it'll be better if you don't go?
Like, you gotta be real, bro. Like, come on.
Bro, we're going to go see Drake. We're going to go see Drake together, bro. Obviously, I'm not going to be in the podcast.
What if she tells you, I don't want you to go?
Then
that's not my shorty. That's Drake's shorty. He can take care of her.
You can take care of her. But, bro, like, in that situation, like, I'm just thinking, like, bro, because I'm not even trying to dick ride or not, but it's like, it's Drake, bro. Like,
no matter who it is, don't matter if it's fucking Donald Trump, bro.
If she were my girl, if it's Donald Trump, bro,
Is it Donald?
If it's Donald Trump, bro, I'll be a little bit more offended, bro. I'll be like, I got the lowest of the lowest shawty if she fucking smashed Donald Trump, bro.
Hey,
no cap, bro. No matter if he's a B, bro. I'm like a billionaire.
You'll be surprised, president, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure a lot of shawties would. But
No,
I'm saying
that's
like,
what I'm saying. Bro.
I feel offended. Look at me,
Shit.
look at me, bro. I'm
You're like, I feel offended.
I feel offended. I don't care if he's he got a whole billion, bro.
Shit.
But in that situation, like, let's say she tells you, like, oh, I don't want you to go. Like, not I don't want you to go, but she's like, babe, like, I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be working. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna still go, bro.
how are you gonna go? This was about to pop up.
This was about to make sure he's in there.
Bien
bro.
mandilón este,
I'm
¿verdad?
about to go. What the
Bien
fuck?
mandilón. What will you do? What will you do, George?
Bro, it's just it's done then, bro. Like,
No, okay,
there, bro.
okay.
That shit's
So
done.
would you try to take his side where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go, or she's just like, oh,
Well,
babe,
if I'm
like,
not being invited, you're
No,
already
okay,
trying
like-
to get the message.
okay, look, no, let's say, okay, because you gotta think about it again.
Okay.
This is her job, right? So it's like, let's say she didn't take you, and not because she didn't want to, like she didn't take you to the podcast because she's working. She didn't take you the past 10 podcasts that she did. Like she didn't take you to those.
Oh, but that's
And then all
saying
of a
that
sudden
is a
she's
podcast.
saying, I'm gonna go with Drake. I'm doing a podcast with Drake. And then what would you go like? What would you be like? Your perspective beyond it.
There has to be some type of. I mean, it's just that's a very. Nah, it would probably be done then and there.
If she did a podcast with Drake,
if I'm not in there, like was that?
so you would invite yourself?
But also, no. I mean, if she knows that I fuck, like if she knows that I fuck with like his music, why wouldn't I be there though?
Like, say you're busy, George. Say you got a fucking multi-billion-dollar company that you're running.
Yo, last time we had a fucking roach, and now we have a fucking fly here, bro.
Because we're too fly.
Asusta, man.
Stay away.
But
Say you got a multi-billion-dollar company that you're running. You can't even go. Will you trust your shawty to go to Drake?
Well, I already said it from the start, bro. It's done there, bro. I already said it from the start, to be honest. And if we're going to that extent, but what I'm saying is, if she knows I fuck with Drake, if she knows that I'm listening to Take Care or like, worst what is it, worst
Trust
behavior or
issues.
trust issues or pound cake, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just feel like even then though, right?
but if she knows I fuck with him like that, bro, it's kind of like. You would also think, I mean, that thing, they really fuck with me. They would want me to meet them, no? Unless they have some type of intentions, then it's like.
Yeah, but I feel like even then, like, let's say she interviewed a couple people, because, like, I get where you guys are coming from, right? But it's like I wouldn't want to invite myself if I didn't go to like 10 other parties before.
No, for sure.
Like, I wouldn't just want to be like, oh, like, you gotta invite me too. It also does show that initiative of being like, oh, let me invite you. But
that would be that.
But if she didn't invite you 10 podcasts before, and then all of a sudden you're trying to go to is like.
But who else does she have also that I listen to type shit, or that I fuck with like their music,
Yeah. No, yeah. But at the end of the day,
no,
I do think Drake
like,
smash, bro. That's why you gotta put yourself in a position where you're not replaceable. You're not, cause it's like, bro, that's the position that Drake is in, bro.
Everybody's replaceable, though, bro.
No, but that's what I'm getting at.
Even Drake can be replaced.
Drake can be replaced by like a certain guy that's not like as popping as him, and it's just like she just has that feelings towards that one person, and like even I'm pretty sure Drake has gotten cheated on. Like, let's say he fucks with a girl and then fucking, I don't know, Ty Dolla.
Everybody at some point.
Someone someone else that the girl likes is just like, oh, let me go with this guy instead. So everybody, but you gotta give yourself always that advantage as to be like, oh, I worked hard, I did this, I got this money or whatever, and just being able to have a girl that it's crazy how. Do you think girls are more secure if you have your money right?
I feel like it's not just money though. Like, say you're rich as fuck.
Hold on, my bad. Let me put it, because money obviously secures, like, in the aspect of like bills, in the aspect of keeping, because money does bring happiness in the sense where you're not
tripping about your next
meal, tripping about your bills and stuff like that. So it does secure a relationship in a sense, because divorce happens mostly because of money wise. People get divorced because of money. So it's like
people get married because of money.
I think that even if you're rich, bro, if you're not like emotionally taking care of your shawty too, she's gonna leave you for like the fucking pool man, bro. That's gonna be there. Like it just goes down to like you gotta provide her financially and emotionally, which is kind of difficult when you're like running a business, because your whole thing is just towards the business. And you kind of forget your shawty a little bit. She's just at home. getting dried up over there. You know? And then the pool man comes with the 6-pack, and it's just, you know.
So I just too much novelas.
Too much, bro.
La Rosa de Guadalupe, man. But I do get what you mean, but then it goes into that, right? Because shorties always say they want something, but they react to something else. Like, because I was on taking a dump today in the morning, bro. And I was looking at Instagram, bro. And some guy had asked this other guy that wrote a book up in regards to women about what they like and what they want. And they asked him, like, yo, what is it that you feel that women want? And then the guy was like, oh, I don't really focus on what women want. I focus on what they respond to. And that shit blew my mind. I was like, bro, like, it blew my mind.
Fresh talked about that too.
Yeah, because, of course, shorties want something, but they respond and react to something else.
What do they respond to, though? Like, give me some examples.
Because you know how you said right now that you gotta treat her as in, like...
emotionally, yeah.
Emotionally and get her right. And it does make sense, but to, like, a certain extent. Because I noticed that a lot of girls, bro, always, like... want that secure to make them feel pretty, make them feel good, make them secure, but who do they always choose at the end of the day?
A bum ass fool.
Not even a bum ass fool, but the guy that doesn't treat him well, doesn't do la la la, whatever the case is. So it's like, obviously, yeah, secure them in the sense where it's like something's wrong, like, yeah, baby, tell me what's wrong, this, blah, 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 whatever. But why is it that you feel like girls always choose that one guy that doesn't, like, pay attention to them?
I feel like the shorties that we're talking about are more like shorties here in, like, the U.S. with this type of culture.
That don't really grow up with families?
That grow up. Bro, the girls in here in the U.S. are fucked, like, mentally. Like, they're on some other shit, bro.
Especially if they don't grow up with family in general. It's definitely...
You get what I'm saying, though?
But you think if she didn't grow up with
both dads, with both parents, because I mean, generally for most people, when you grow up with both parents, you're more mentally stable, right? And sometimes when you don't grow up with both parents, it could be a little bit, there could be, your childhood shapes your adulthood. But yeah, bro, I think that happens a lot. And like you're saying, I think it is something that's more common in Western countries. Not only to say that it can happen in other countries, but yeah, it's really common more in Western countries.
Yeah,
I feel like girls here in the U.S. are mostly like girls. Like over there in different countries, like maybe third world countries, they're wives, bro. Like they already know their role type shit.
Yeah. I think a lot of people in the U.S. won't understand it until they leave and live in other countries.
I haven't even explored either, but I've just picked up some shit just from like being here, bro. Like just girls be crazy out here, bro. Like they just be doing what they be wilding.
Because
I think it's interesting. I would.
So the reason why
it's interesting,
the reason why they say that a girl, like it's a red flag if she didn't grow up with a baby, like a dad, not a baby daddy, but like a dad.
Damn.
It's because she never got that aspect of like a guy, like treating her good, telling her what's right and wrong. So she's always trying to find that love and that affection and that secureness from another guy. And if she doesn't get it from somebody else, she feels like, oh, well, I didn't get it from my dad or whatever. So she was never really taught that. So if she's not really taught that, she's gonna always try to find that one guy that kind of represents her dad. And if her dad wasn't there to tell her what's right and wrong, she's always gonna be trying to get that one guy that, you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely a big part of it.
Aside, like if she grows up with a dad that was always there, telling her what's good or not, showing her affection, whatever, she's gonna be able to appreciate a guy that gives her that. Because a lot of times, a lot of girls don't get that, and what do? They just move on to like the next one, because they never really showed it. Like they never really shown that appreciation from like a dad perspective and being like, oh, like I love you, I care about you, whatever. So they don't really like appreciate that.
No, that's it.
You know what I mean?
But all the girls out there without fathers, you still could be a bomb, bad bitch. You know, just. We're not saying that you guys are bad.
Too.
No, and sometimes it doesn't even apply to all girls. Yeah, like that doesn't mean it's 100% of the time.
No.
Like some girls that didn't grow up with dads end up being
dudes
really good
too.
girls.
You know, like don't grow up with dads.
Because for example, like my mom,
moms,
right? Like my mom. I mean, it's TMI, but it's like I'm not gonna go into that perspective. But like her parents really didn't like treat her that well, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna treat my kids like that." And to this day, she's never like laid a hand on my sister, and neither my dad. Like never. And what do you think? You think dads should hit their guy kids? Not like excessively, but like let's say they're doing something
growing up
wrong.
in a household where that did happen at some point, it just depends really on what you do, bro. There's some things that like even
Because I got my ass beat
but
a couple times,
also
bro.
like where they come from too, you know. Maybe that was and they're younger too, because my parents were having kids younger too.
Yeah.
So when they're younger, they might think that way, and it takes some time to also grow with you as you grow up to understand you and grow in general, you know, and learn how to be a better parent. What are the methods? You get me? Like they grow too, you know. I think that's also like how I seen having kids is a good thing. You know, you could see how your impact on them, and obviously we see obviously we're in the U.S., bro, so we see the extremes of the things that can happen.
Yeah.
But generally, if you take your time with it, just like anything, like a plant, animal, you know, like anything, but you apply yourself. And a kid is like, bro, like, what are you gonna do? It's a kid, bro. You gotta take care of it. You gotta feed it. You gotta make sure it's good. It's emotional. Yeah, like also emotional things. So
and that's what I learned like with my parents too. Like sometimes I don't try to like bash them too much or like whatever, because it's like they're learning too.
Yeah.
But it becomes to a certain point where you just become abusive. Not my parents. I'm saying like in general, like other parents, like they just become abusive.
No, it could be bad, bro, because they might have other things that they haven't worked on themselves to really like, you know, to grow. It doesn't grow because you don't develop.
I feel like they maybe got beat as a kid too, so it's just a cycle.
It's also like trauma. That's trauma, bro.
There's other, for me, I didn't really get like hit that much as a kid, but I feel like there's other ways to like, you don't have to always instill fear into the kid to like show your dominance. I feel like talking to your kid, bro, explaining shit, like taking the time to explain like you can't do this because of this, even if you gotta explain it 100 times. Just talk to your kid more instead of like trying to hit them.
There's other ways to do things, right? And
but you know what though, I feel like personally me, when I have my guy kid, I would never lay my hands on like if I have a girl, I would never lay my hands on her, because I don't want her to learn that being like hit is like okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because even then when I date shorties and stuff like that, I've never laid my hand on a girl. I've never even screamed at a girl. Like if she does what she does, is because she wanted to do it. Like I'm not gonna be the type to be like, oh, what the fuck, you're doing this and now you're doing it.
Bro, I've heard dudes literally at the gym, like in different like social places, they'll be like, oh, I have to. No, bro, you know what I'm saying? One of my ex coworkers, bro, he was just screaming. Remember, he was just screaming at her like, and I was like, bro, I would just leave.
But aside from like a guy, like if I had a guy kid, like I think I would to a certain extent. Let's say if he does something crazy, like lay a hand on a girl, or like he's really disrespectful to his teachers or whatever. I feel like I would have to not beat him, but I would have to like spank him at least like sometimes, because it would be in the sense teaching him the real world. Because I feel like sometimes a lot of kids, if they don't really get spanked for extreme things, not just anything. In the real world, bro, if you go up to a guy and you start talking trash to a guy or whatever, you're expected to get punched, bro.
Yeah, you're being disrespectful.
So you're teaching him what is it, the real world, and it goes back to me thinking, what do you guys think about people going to psychology though? To psychology or therapist?
Therapist. I think everyone has their own. I think.
And I'm gonna say right now why I think that,
it's like if you gotta go to a therapist, psychology, or you know, you gotta take care of your mental health in general. I think good for you. Like, you should do that. I also think there's different methods to deal with those things. Obviously, don't abuse any substances or anything like that. But there's other ways to deal with it too. Whether it's like with friends, mentors, older folks too, because they're going through the same thing you might be going through. You know, so talking to them. But if you think you need it more advanced, I guess help, and go for it. You know, you should definitely do that. But I think we're all like individuals where we should know ourselves enough to know what's and what are methods to maybe deal with my mental health, or just talk to other folks that might have gone through the same thing, or you know, just get to deal with it. We all have different coping mechanisms, and you know, hopefully.
No, like George said, I think mental health is important. Like
for men especially, bro.
If you're going through some shit, you know, everybody goes through stuff. There's some people that go through worse stuff than you. And
there's always someone
like I've been down before, you know, like we've all been down before.
Exactly.
And I just think that if you're going to the point where like you want to kill yourself, or you have some like type of childhood trauma you can't get over, going to therapist is probably
it's
beneficial.
the
You know.
best thing you probably could do.
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked that is because Andrew Tate, bro, he just did an interview, like a 2 hour and something interview with a therapist. And it really blew my mind, bro, because it was like every time I hear this fool speak, bro, it's just like it gives me a really different like perspective on life. Like he's just like the issue that I think with therapists, bro, is that a lot of people want somebody to kind of like they want somebody to like express their feelings and express what's going wrong, but they don't really want to fix it. They just want somebody to throw all their garbage on, bro. Like, so a therapist, what they do is like you throw all your garbage on them or whatever it is. Like, let's say
You express
not even. I don't want to say garbage because
Pillow, bro. Can I get the pillow?
yeah,
Back hurt.
a lot of people like they just no. I don't want to say garbage because a lot of people have gone through certain shit where it's like okay,
You just gotta
like,
let it out.
You know, you gotta let it
Some
out.
people like let it out.
But a lot of people, in the sense, they confuse depression with like stuff that they've been through and their certain like their current situation. Like a lot of people just they want to have someone to be like, oh my god, I'm going through this, 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 but they don't want to fix it. They just want somebody to be like, oh, it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it, like whatever. And it's like, do you really want to fix it, or do you just want somebody to kind of just hear you out and be like, okay, it's gonna be okay?
like now taking a step back to look at the bigger picture, right, and be like, oh, where is this issue rooting from, or
Exactly.
maybe, try it in that way, giving them that look on it.
I also think like if you're going to a therapist, bro, like that's a luxury, bro. I feel like therapy
Expensive.
for like the
A lot of people can afford it.
lower class
A big
can't.
reason why a lot of people have to find other coping mechanisms because it can be very expensive, or their insurances might not cover it, and a lot of these insurances are grimy. You think people, you think you meet grimy people, just you haven't dealt with insurance companies, and that shit's crazy, bro. Like they're grimy too. They be treating, and this is people that they know that need the stuff. There's people that really missing legs, like that need like.
And I always say that, bro.
And
If you
they're-
have 2 hands, 2 feet, 10 fingers, and 10 toes, bro, like what are you complaining about, bro?
No, yeah.
Like to
I got
me,
3
bro.
legs.
Asusta, perro. He said I got 3 legs. Asusta,
Hey.
that's perro, eh?
We celebrated ours.
Celebrated ours. You gotta. Yo, we didn't even talk about this, bro. What do you guys think
We're like, all right,
about?
just switching up
What do you guys think about But anyways, like
Let's
yeah,
try
if
to
you guys
keep it
have a
lighter,
time,
bro.
Huh?
Let's try to keep the conversation lighter.
No,
going really deep into the
no,
life
but I
shit,
think
bro.
it's good
We got
because a lot of
things to say.
people go through like depression and stuff like that, and I feel like sometimes depression is used loosely, bro, in the sense where they're
like a big right, like an umbrella topic where like a lot of people could
like they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
like I'm fucking like asleep, 15 hours a day. I don't have a job. I don't do this, and I'm depressed. No shit. Like you're not doing anything. Like no shit. Like other people don't like, bro. People are not working, not doing anything, and it's like, what are you gonna
shit.
like? No, duh. Like you're not really. I feel like as a guy, you gotta have your purpose, bro. Like you gotta have your purpose, because as a guy, if you don't have your purpose, you're gonna fall into just being sad all the time, bro. Because you're not. What are you living for? Like
Just
you know
as a
what I'm
human
saying?
in general, like you said,
or a guy or a girl.
Yeah, no,
it
no,
can
but
apply to
anyone in
anybody,
general,
but
yeah.
a guy
It applies-
specifically.
No, I mean guys specifically. Obviously, there's a lot of most people dealing with mental issues currently are men. So that's also like a lot of people that do wanna
Because guys have it harder, bro. I honestly do like feel it, bro.
But
Like,
at the same time, it's also that's what a guy is, bro. Like,
that's what it is, though. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what it
No,
is.
but-
And it's
but,
like you gotta
yeah,
be
to promote
competitive,
that.
bro. If you're not
To promote
competitive
that.
in this world, bro, you're just gonna be left behind. Like there's 7-8 billion people in this world, and you feel like you're special in any way. Like, or if you feel like you're special, make
There's a
yourself
long
special.
road, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make yourself special. Don't just be like, like I'm depressed and I don't wanna like. Man, like, what are you talking about, bro? But I was gonna talk about something and I totally forgot. What were you talking about? Where you're like, keep it light.
No, I just said let's try to keep.
We're going really deep into the.
Yeah, we're going really deep.
No, but I was
But
just gonna
that's
bring up
good.
something though.
I don't know.
I bet just talk about it. I was gonna remember.
Let's just try to keep it chill. So, the other day I finessed Louis V, bro.
Oh, he did finesse.
No, I didn't really finesse Louis V,
He's
bro.
like, let's keep it chill. I said we should next Louis V.
Yeah.
No, but it was actually a good topic that I wanted to talk about.
I
Bro,
wasn't there,
fucking
but
forgot.
shit.
Well, explain to him what happened, bro.
So basically, these shades that you're looking at right now, my other pair, this is a brand new pair, it had broken. Like the LV symbol on the side had broken.
But let us know what model is that, bro? What year? What like?
It's the 2023. Nah, it's just millionaires, bro. Like,
So what do they call them, millionaires?
because if you got them, you have to be a millionaire. And I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm gonna be one. So you know, I got a little bit early. But point is, bro, my glasses had broken. The LV symbol fell off. I was just like, fuck. So I went to the Louis V store. I told them, like, yo, this is broken. It's bothering me. They're like, okay, we'll take it in to fix. A week later, they call me. They're like, yo, your glasses are here. They're too broken. We couldn't fix them. Come pick them up. I'm like, really? There's nothing you could do about them? They're like, no, we could either ship them to you or you could pick them up. And I'm like, bro, like, really, there's nothing you could do.
But that's after they had already kept them for like a week and a half. No?
Yeah, they had shipped them off to the warehouse. They didn't want to fix them. And then I was like bummed out. I was like, bro, like, let me talk to someone else. Like, you're not helping me at all. So she's like, yeah. She was like, yeah, someone else will give you a call later on. But like, I never got a call. So I just went to go pick them up. I was like, bro, Uno, please call me. I need some backup.
He needed the top G.
We're about to press the fuck out of them. So we go, and like, it happened super chill. Like, the lady gave me the glasses broken. And I was like, bro, like, I really, like, it bothers me. He told me some good advice. Tell her that you want to fix them, but you don't know how. So I was like, I want to.
It's because a lot of the situations, they think that you're not, like, bro, like, fix my shades. I'm willing to pay whatever it is. Just fix them. It's not that I'm not trying to pay. I'm trying to get it done for free, whatever. Like, I just want to fix. And it's like the fact that you made me wait a week and a half
Already.
for me to just tell me that they're not going to be fixed. Is like, bro, you're just like, I could have just kept them or bought some new shades.
It sounds like Apple.
And I basically told her that I was like, yo, I'm willing to pay to fix them. Like, I just don't know how. Can you explain like how I could fix them? Because it's not like a missing screw or anything. It's like a whole Louis V symbol. And then I told her, like, I've seen before that if bags are broken to the point where you guys can't fix them, sometimes you replace them. She was like, yeah, honestly, well, and I told her what the lady told me on the phone. She was like, bro, you should write a review about her. Like, she shouldn't have been like that with you. And then she was like, yeah, I'll call the manager over and we'll replace them. So she gave me the ones on display. She was like, oh, I'm gonna give you these, but you can't return them. We're not giving you a receipt. Like, this is it. This is your last glasses that you're getting from us. And I was like, bro, I really appreciate it. And we walked out with some
new Louis V shades.
Some new Louis V shades.
Yeah, I got a perfume too, so that's how we went too. But
you got a perfume.
But yeah, it was dope, bro. They just gave you some new shades. I was like, I'm about to fuck up mine too, so they gave me some new ones, bro.
If you need used shades from Louis V, just break them and they'll give them new ones.
Nah, don't even give them that recommendation. They're about to break them and be like, yo, they're fucked. They're about to tell them they're fucked.
You think they just like it just was like luck or?
Maybe.
Nah, I mean it's because the girl probably like.
She was probably cool.
She was cool.
Or she was trying to also provide good customer service. You know, just trying to be a good person. Cool. You know, you were trying to find a different way to go about it. You didn't find it with the other person. You went there. That was someone else. They understood you, and then they, you know.
And I also didn't have the shades for too long for them to be broken.
Like, you had them for a long time.
It feels like a long time, bro, but it was less than a year.
A year is a long time.
No, it was less than a year.
It's probably a year already.
No, it was less than a year.
But anyways, like, she hooked it up, bro. So that's,
shout out the lady at Louis V.
Shout out the lady. What's her name, bro? Let her know.
Lady from Louis V.
You don't even remember her name, bro.
Bro, once she gave it to me, I was just smiling. I was happy, bro. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, her name is Louis V.
Yo, but that was party number 14.
15.
We just dropped party number 14.
16, 17.
We're definitely going to be more consistent. It's just that we had a little, you know what I'm saying? We weren't really that.
We're busy.
We're busy. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy says when he didn't go to day trip, he says he was busy, but we know the reason why he really didn't go. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Hector get bitches.
Hey, they get bitches. But that shit was good as well. He was in the studio. The reason why we're saying that is because he was in the studio and one of his friends was in the like. You gotta put it.
Put it.
We did the party with that one, bro. He's like, hey, they get bitches. You gotta send me the video too so I can show him, bro. It was bad funny, bro.
Where is that shit,
bro? We got a good 40 minutes in, just like.
We went really deep today, though.
I wanted to talk about that one thing when you said, "Oh, keep it lighthearted," because it was kind of like very. It was a good topic too. I feel like we could have done a whole 30 minutes.
This was saying depression.
But I kind of forgot. No, I feel like it's.
Hector got bitches. Hector got bitches. Hector got bitches.
That's not even
Yo,
a
how
song.
much you paying?
That's like the hook.
I didn't pay him, bro.
Hector got bitches. Hector got bitches.
You gotta make that your ringtone.
That'd be funny as fuck, bro. You make that into your ringtone. That'd be so funny, bro. But yo, that was party number 15. It's your boy Uno.
Your boy Hector the Collector.
Hector got
Your boy
bitches.
and me.
And we out. We're about to go see the homie Ray Loval. If you guys haven't
Ray
seen
Loval.
him, he's about to go perform at. If you guys 305, dale. If you guys haven't seen the party with Ray Loval, go check it out.
Go check out the
it's
party
party
with
number
Ray
like
Loval.
10, 11, one of those. But if not, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
A la
Nah, just
verga.
play it.
Si quieren ver o si no, la verga.
A la verga.
Fuck it.
Party number 15. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Yeah.